After 8 grueling heats, we have our finalists.
I can't believe it. In our lives, this is one of the biggest achievements.
Representing the Kingdom of Tonga.
Taufa and Sala.
Fiji.
Shamim and Manasa.
It's unbelievable, eh? I mean, speechless.
Vanuatu.
Knox and Leo.
Yes!
And Samoa.
The brand new team to represent Samoa. Team John and Jeremiah. The 2 J's.
The time has come for our teams to cook nation against nation.
Gonna put Samoa on the world food map, yeah?
Yeah.
Cuisine, the cuisine.
And face each other in the Revolution Kitchen.
Well, we don't know what's gonna happen, but we're ready for anything.
Game on.
Whose cuisine will reign supreme?
I think we're ready to take on the world. Woo!
It's been a challenging journey for our finalists to reach this point.
It's been tough. It's been a learning experience also. Amazing journey.
And now they travel to Fiji with great anticipation.
We're going into new territory with everyone else. They're so skilled, and here we are. We've got to put our best into it.
Where they will represent their nation.
My traditional food culture is my entire life, so I'm prepared to give it all.
With the hopes of taking their traditional food and recipes to the world.
Now, siwes mai uso.
Teki uso.
All 4 teams will be based in Suva, Fiji for the finals. From Tonga, Sela and Taufa.
I'm Sela.
I'm Taufa.
And we are Ministers' Wives.
My cooking style is, I think, a lot of food. I like to cook together with Stella.
We've decided that we're going to be sticking with whatever's traditional, and that's going to give us confidence in our cooking.
From Fiji, Shamim and Manasa.
I'm Shamim.
I'm Manasa.
We are the Fijian foodies. We bring in the old version of cooking in the traditional way and then try and give it a modern twist.
It's a big thing representing Fiji. Similar like the Fiji Sevens team. Yeah. If they win, you're the heroes. So yeah, we want to be the heroes.
Knox and Leo from Vanuatu.
I'm Knox. I'm Leo. And we are the Island Boys. We're both really passionate about bringing local food to the limelight.
We want to show the judges all the skills we have, showcase the Vanuatu culture, so bring it on.
And John and Jeremiah from Samoa.
I'm John. I'm Jeremiah. And we are Team Samoa.
We want to take Samoan food to the world.
We've been working together extra hard for the last few months, getting all our ingredients, bring the wow factor to the judges.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
We're so happy to be in Fiji, and we're ready to face the other teams.
The teams are sharing luxury accommodation in Suva, where they can prepare, practice and plan for the challenges ahead.
We've said our prayers this morning as usual, and we have great faith that God will lead us through.
The finals will take place at the Grand Pacific Hotel Fiji, where we have constructed our purpose-built Revolution Kitchen.
It's our first cook in the Revolution Kitchen today. We're eager, we're a bit nervous, but excited at the same time.
The knives are sharp.
This is what we wanted all along. It's like the big league now, huh?
The fires are hot.
We all know one team's going to go home today, so we don't want to go home.
And the anticipation is enormous.
We don't know what to expect, what's going to happen on this particular day.
The first ever finals of Pacific Island Food Revolution start now.
This is our first time in the Revolution Kitchen, so we have to show them what we can do.
I feel honored, being the first set of team to go in.
Preparing to cook in Revolution Kitchen feels nervous.
Nervous times right now, but we're ready for anything.
The Kingdom of Tonga, Fiji, Samoa, Vanuatu. Welcome to the Revolution Kitchen. Finally, we're all here together at the magnificent Grand Pacific Hotel in Suva, Fiji. I'm so happy to see you all. I know that in you, we have the very best of the Pacific. I know that everyone at home is praying for you and cheering you on. They want you to give it your all.
We're feeling really proud of ourselves. We made it this far. We feel very privileged that we're representing Vanuatu in this cooking competition.
You've already triumphed in your own countries. Through your courage and your dishes, you've told the story of Tonga, you've told the story of Fiji, of Samoa, and you've told the story of Vanuatu. Competitions are not all about who wins. This competition is also about the spirit you put on the plate. That special magic that is yours and yours alone. There are no losers here because you are already winners. So, are you ready to cook?
Yes.
Are you really ready to cook?
Yes. We're just a little bit nervous, but ready to give my best.
Now you do know that after the first challenge, one team will be going home. And I know you don't want it to be you. The competition begins now. And I want to introduce you to a very special guest. Please welcome a son of Suva, Bertrand Jang.
Nisa Mbula Vinaka Robert, and thank you very much for welcoming me in your journey, my mentor.
You're welcome.
Nisa Mbula Vinaka Keve, au Vakanui Nui Vinaka, Vikemuni, Nisa Yalva Mai, and Singa Nikwa. Welcome to Suva teams. I congratulate you for making this far and being great ambassadors for your country. I was born here in Suva and I went to school just down the road. I've loved cooking ever since I was 5 or 6, and from then, that was all I wanted to do for the rest of my life. I studied many cuisines, but after meeting Robert, I began to reflect on the potential that we had right here at home and realized that our food is the best. I'm so impressed with what Robert has told me about you, and I'm really looking forward to seeing what you can do.
Are you ready to cook?
Yes.
Well, take a deep breath. You've cooked so well for me, I think it's time you had a break. So today, Bertrand and I are gonna cook for you. How does that sound?
That's exciting.
Yeah, man.
Trust me, it's gonna be good.
I'm gonna make a bean salad using every type of bean I could find in the supermarket and a green banana salad. I chose green banana because it's available to you all in all of your island homes, and it sings of health. Bertrand, you know my boy is a dessert genius. What are you gonna cook for me today, Bertrand?
So guys, I'm gonna be making a traditional cassava cake and my version of a island banoffee.
All right, guys, so take a seat, relax and enjoy. Today, Bertrand and I are gonna cook for you.
We're really looking forward to learn something new today from these top chefs.
That's how we cook in Samoa. Look and learn.
So first of all, for our bean salad, we've got yellow beans, we've got snake beans, we've got bora beans. Now these are very common in Fiji. Do you have bora beans in Tonga?
No, we don't.
So you could replace it with something that's similar. Even cucumber would be good. First thing I'm gonna make is a dressing for it. which is a curry-flavoured oil. And of course, I'm going to use our oil, which is coconut oil. So we'll get the oil heated first. You don't need too much. Now, turmeric or haldi. And then we're going to use ginger. So we get these two cooking first, because we want to coax the flavours out of them.
And we want to make sure that the heat is on low so that it actually simmers.
And it doesn't burn. As the ginger and turmeric simmer, the oil is colouring up.
Yes.
Can you smell that already?
Yes.
Yeah. And you can smell it when it's ready because it starts to smell roasted. I'm going to take it off the heat for a second. I'm going to add garlic. Now, if I'd added garlic early on, the garlic would be burnt by now.
Yes.
Yeah. Burnt garlic will kill the whole oil.
This information about the garlic is very new to us, and yeah, I'm glad to know that.
And then curry powder. So make sure it's one of these yellow curry powders. The masalas tend to be a bit spicy in a way that doesn't quite work with the rest of the ingredients. Very important. We're using sea salt. You can also check it last minute, of course, as you always do with all dishes for salt, pepper, and citrus. So that's really taken colour now, right? While this is cooling, we'll do the rest of our prep. Bertrand, would you like to trim the beans?
Sweet.
Yeah. Now, really important with beans, A, you don't overcook them so they're waterlogged, and you drain them well. Manasa, can you talk to us about how you cook beans?
I have a different version. It's to go with blue juice, like we did the last time.
The one that you cooked for me?
Yeah.
Which was beautiful.
Yeah. Using Indian spices and stuff.
Yeah.
It's more interesting for us.
It's going right at the heart of Fiji, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
Using up all the different kind of beans with the turmeric infused oil. We'll use some of the ideas. I mean, that's why it's a masterclass. It's to learn and then to explore into it.
We have the bora beans simmering. Bora beans take about 20 minutes. Do you take them out of the shell first?
Yes, it's best to take them out and then cook them in the peas, just like that.
I think you can get the other beans on and blanch. They take about 2 minutes in boiling water. Now, I've got the beans very crunchy. If you'd like to cook them more, you can. Some people like the beans a little bit soft.
Yeah.
Now I need a coconut scraped.
I think Samoa.
Would you, Chef John? Thank you.
All right, I'm gonna show you how to open our coconut in Samoa. Just one egg. Woo! Boom.
You see? See that Samoan action?
Come on, Samoa. Show the Melanesians what you got.
Go right ahead.
He's got some good tattoos, you know. He's got some good hands, so scrap the coconut.
Right, I think the beans are ready now.
Good.
Oh, that looks nice. And then straight into cold water.
Cold water just to take the heat off. Ice if you've got it, but just cold water is good. Thank you. Thank you, Chef John. Bertrand, would you mind toasting the coconut? Just a quick dry roast, yep, to bring a little more flavour out of the coconut, but also just a little bit of crunch. So meantime, I'm going to start combining our salad. So we've got all of our beans. I'm going to add tomatoes, add some peanuts. That's another legume. In fact, it's pretty much all legumes. So we have our cooled oil, like so, directly in here with all of those delicious crunchy bits. I'm going to add a little bit of pepper, then add a little bit of salt, but I'm not going to do the final check till I've added a citrus, which is lemon. It can be lemon, it can be lime, it can be the mole in Fiji, even the kumquat in Fiji.
Nice.
Will be fine for this. You're just adding a little acid for balance, yeah? And the best sieve in the world is your hand, as long as it's clean, of course. So we'll just squeeze that over and make sure there's no seeds. I'm gonna give that a mix. You see how the curry flavour has coloured the whole salad.
Looks good.
A lot of colours going on, eh?
Lots of colours.
Colors of the rainbow.
We're going to put our toasted coconut, bit of that over here. I'm going to add some curry leaves. You all use curry leaves?
Yes.
If you quick fry them, they're the most fantastic garnish. They go really crisp and they hold their flavour for a couple of days.
Yes.
When you bite into it, if you get a curry leaf with this, it gives a really bright curry flavour. And the final thing is papadum. These are the Indian fried crackers, usually made with chickpea flour, is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Yeah.
Totally gluten-free as well.
I should ask you that, gluten-free. So I just break these up and put them around the side like that. And this is just adding a bit of crunch, a bit of brightness, a bit of Fiji Indian, and a bit of love. And that's our salad. Happy, guys?
Salad looks wonderful with all the colors and the height and the dressing, the infused oil. Just gives it a shine as well. It's mouth-watering. Hurry up and serve it up.
Come on up, guys. Come and grab yourself some bean salad.
Ah, looks good, eh?
Like this salad, you know it's gonna taste really good.
It's good, eh?
Great.
You can feel the crunchiness of the beans, the smoothness of the dressing. Robert really did a good job in putting all of this together, and I'm so impressed by his palate.
So good.
Yeah?
Yeah. Crunchiness, and there's so much texture in the food.
Great.
I like how you done the beans, not overcooked.
Right.
I tasted some curry leaf.
Oh, yes.
It's beautiful, yes. And the toasted coconut. In Tonga, ifo.
What's ifo?
Delicious.
Oh,
yummy.
delicious.
Yummy. Ifo. Yeah, I think it's a nice experience to be eating along with our teammates and sharing all of this. That's how it is. Family.
Okay, now we've all had some bean salad. Let us get started on the green banana salad. So please take a seat.
Thank you.
Lovely, thank you.
Green banana is one of my favorite food.
I knew that, buddy.
Yeah. I would love to see what he's gonna come up with the green banana salad. Sounds interesting.
So, our next recipe is green banana salad. And there's a couple of reasons I like this. I don't think we need to have potato salad in the Pacific when we've got breadfruit and green banana and taro and all these wonderful crops that we've got. But also green banana has resistant starch, basically fiber. So it's really good for your digestive tract. First of all, we're going to cook our green bananas, and that doesn't mean underripe bananas. It means really green bananas like you see in the market. We'll get our water boiling, and then I'm going to cut them just like this and throw them in the water. And the bananas are basically ready when the skin splits. Now, it's important not to overcook the bananas because the resistant starch can convert somewhat to sugar. We're trying to keep it so they're cooked, but just cooked. Now, you need a little bit of salt in the water.
Some vinegar.
You know when you cook green bananas in the pot gets black?
Yeah.
This stops that happening. It's just that much. You could also use a little bit of milk. Milk will do the same thing.
Do you want a lid on?
Put a lid on it, Bertie. I just love saying that to him. So while the bananas are cooking, about 20 minutes, we're going to put otter with our green banana salad. This is a river fern. Those of you in Fiji and Vanuatu are very familiar with otter. And this to me is one of the most exotic Pacific crops because it doesn't export, it doesn't hold. You've got to come here to have it.
Really proud that Robert's going to use otter. Otter is used every Sunday in every Fijian house. If you need otter, you need to come to Fiji and actually, use it.
True.
My mom used to just break off the tips and the ferns and then just blanch it in hot water.
Perfect.
Is that the same way?
Hot, salty water. While young Bertie is blanching the otter, I'm going to make the dressing for this. I'm using coconut oil. Really important, the virgin coconut oil, not the brown or the yellow one you see in the supermarket sometimes. Yeah. This is the one that's good for you, but it's got lauric acid in it, which is the constructive constituent in breast milk. However, if you don't like coconut oil, you can use olive oil. I put on about half a cup of coconut oil. I'm going to add quite a lot of garlic. The bananas really hold up to garlic. Pepper and salt.
Did you want some lemons as well with that, Rob?
Yes, please. Lemons or limes is good. You can use kumquats. Remember, kumquats are not as acidic, so you've got to manage that a bit. We'll whisk that up. How are you doing with the otter, Bertie?
I am going to blanch them in now. So just 30 seconds.
Just don't overcook it, Bertrand.
Don't worry, boss.
Yeah.
Thank you.
You got to cool that down right away. It's so delicate.
All right, I think we're good.
Yeah. If you don't have otter, you can use tumbua or climbing spinach. I wouldn't use la pelle because it's a little bit slimy. But if you blanch the la pelle and then finally shred the leaves, you could use that.
What about watercress?
Watercress.
Watercress.
Cassava would be beautiful in this, yeah. And also you can build up the green by putting lots of basil. You've got that beautiful small leaf basil that grows in Samoa, and I've seen that in Tonga as well. So just build up the green.
All of the knowledge that he's giving us about this recipe is wonderful. Although there are certain varieties here that we don't have in Tonga, we can replace them with other vegetables and use it in the same recipe.
All right. That is good.
Perfect. So we'll let that dry.
After your bananas are cooked, you want to make sure that they're cool to touch. Otherwise,
you'll burn yourself. But still warm. If you put them still warm into the dressing, they'll absorb the dressing and absorb all that beautiful garlic flavour. Looking at this, you can see it's just cooked, which is perfect. If it was overcooked, it would have lost that yellow in the centre. Yeah. So there we have our bananas, and we're mixing those while they're warm in the dressing. Now it's just a matter of adding our other ingredients. Some tomato, just like that. I'm going to add some basil, very finely chopped spring onions. Onioni in Tonga.
Onion.
The flavour of the spring onions in Tonga is just the best I've ever had. If you ever go to Tonga, make sure you try the onioni.
Onion Tonga.
Onion Tonga.
Do you want some coriander in there as well?
Yes, please. I'm going to add some capers to it. Capers give a nice stringent bite. It'd be great to come up with something local. I've used olives before.
We can use nama instead of the capers.
That'd be amazing. That's why you're in the competition, man. I love the way you think. That would be awesome in this. Last but not least, our beautiful otter.
Wow.
And I'm going to keep a little bit of otter to put on the top at the end. We just mix this up. We'll taste a bit. It's really good. And there we go. And just a little bit of that at the top. Voila, which is French for how about that?
Nice.
The salad is plated. It looks so incredible. The different colors, otter on top. We need to get in there and finish them.
Damn, I want to dig in right now and see what it tastes like. It's fantastic. I've never had this as a salad. I normally have it, baked underground. Yeah, for me, I think maybe a little bit of nangai nuts in there. Sensational.
Whenever would you think that tomatoes and bananas would combine in a salad, but the way that it's all done, it's just a wonderful merge of flavors.
So what do you think, guys? Shall we give Robert a round of applause?
Yes. Thank you, guys. Thank you.
2 more dishes. Are you ready for mine?
Yes, we are.
We look forward.
This whole training is like a 4-course dinner. We finished the salads and then put that aside, yum yum, put it there. Now we want to taste Bertrand's sweets.
All right, guys, so today we're going to be making a traditional cassava cake. I'm sure you all have cassavas back home. You can have it as a starch, or as we know today, we're going to have it as a dessert. You go to any Saturday markets here in Suva City, and you'll see cassava cake by the side of the road. A very, very, very common dessert that's sold here. And today, for my new friends to Suva, we're going to learn how to make it.
Here in Fiji, cassava cake, to my opinion, it's quite bland. Yeah, it's bland. So I can't wait to see what Bertrand's going to come up with.
Are you ready?
Yes, we're ready.
Robert, your turn to work.
Okay, he loves this.
First up, we're going to grate some cassava.
Sure, I know how to grate cassava. You could do it fine, like you do in Vanuatu with your lap grating, but I think I like the coarse one.
Me too.
It gives it some texture.
All right, here you go.
No problem. One thing I want to point out is, there's that fibrous string in the center. We're going to grate around that. You don't want to include that.
Now, John, he scraped the coconut in 90 seconds. Do we have any volunteers that wants to beat that record?
How about me?
Telfa, she's volunteering.
Mate
matonga.
Okay.
My lady.
Mate avisi.
Toko ke ulaka ki he o whakahino e anga no whahi pa mono mau e niu whaingofua pe.
Thank you very much.
Cassava is quite good. Scrap the coconut.
Watch out, John, she's not even at 30 seconds yet. Okay, she's on full speed now. She's not stopping.
The off was pretty good in the coconut, huh?
Yeah.
Very fast.
That was really a shame for Samoa.
All right, we're on 1 minute. I think we have a new winner. Round of applause.
Naka.
Thank you.
Never underestimate the power of mama cooking.
Exactly. Yeah.
Thank you. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna soak our dried fruits, our sultanas and our ginger. I've got about 100 grams of ginger here.
Now this is Fijian crystallized ginger, which is really beautiful. It's got a real bam of heat to it and a rich gingery flavor.
We just want to cover them with a little bit of hot water and then just let them soak there for about 3 minutes. Now we're going to add roughly 2 cups of coconut. The other thing that we're going to be using is really, really ripe bananas.
But this is a cooking banana, isn't it?
Yeah. This is a vundi.
So this is a hopper.
Plantain.
A hopper in Tonga. And in Samoa, it's...
Fai Samoa.
Fai Samoa.
Salmon banana.
Samoans call salmon banana. Fijians will say Fijian banana.
You see, taking it right back.
These guys just steal from them.
You're not even cooking, you're competing.
Our banana is more sweeter than the Fijians one.
Ours is much more bigger and tastier.
But the salmon banana looks more fit.
But the Fijian banana, they're bigger.
What do you mean by that?
Bigger than that.
Yeah, but it's our banana we're doing it.
All right, yes, so these bananas seem unfit to eat, but trust me, black skin bananas equals perfect for baking. They're so matured and they're so sweet. You can even drop your content of sugar in cakes or any recipes you do. So we're just gonna mush all of this together. Here you go, Robert.
Okay, no worries.
All right, the other thing that we're gonna be adding to our mix is really, really ripe mangoes. Slice these and only use the pulp of the mangoes. We have the cassava and the coconut and then the fruits. And it's just combining the two. Very, very simple.
So no flour? Gluten-free?
Absolutely no
flour. So gluten-free.
No sugar, no flour, gluten-free. That's the kind of cake you would want to serve because it's natural.
All right, Rob, the next thing we're gonna do is grease our tray.
Can I give you a little tip about this, Bertrand?
Yes.
I'm going to use coconut oil because the flavor of the oil goes into the cake itself. But use a good amount because you'll develop a bit of a crust with the heat in the oven and the oil helps that crust happen.
So the last bit is adding the dried fruits. So we're just going to remove the water content.
By the way, I've made this without raisins and I've used firm mango instead. This is the basis for creativity. You could come up with your own version, whatever's in season in the market. It's about using those everyday crops in new ways. Yeah.
Now you want this in a hot oven, so we're gonna put it at 180 degrees so that the coconut fat will actually color the cake better. All right, let's get it in the oven.
That will bake for 30 minutes or until the cake is lightly browned and the center is cooked. Any questions so far?
Like most of us in the villages, they won't be able to buy cake tins, eh? What about if we use banana leaves? Add some more flavor in it?
It does add flavor, and it also is a good way to wrap it when you're done.
Yeah. Yes.
So absolutely.
Very similar to our valava, which is a cassava and coconut bread that's cooked under the ground, folks. All right, guys, so the next thing we want to do is we're going to make our sauce that sits on our cassava cake. Set? All right, so I'm going to start off with a really ripe pineapple. We're also going to use fresh mango, but we're only going to add that towards the end because we don't want this to be a coulis, like a sauce. We want this to be...
Like a compote.
Yeah, exactly. And it's still visible and crunchy when you do eat it.
It's like a cooked fruit salad.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so we're just going to give this a little bit of color. So in a shallow pan on really hot heat. Because if you start off on low heat, all it's gonna do is just...
All the juices will fall out of the fruit.
Exactly.
Right.
So you wanna sear the fruit. Just
Put
like
a little bit of honey in here?
Yes, please. Perfect. Thanks, honey.
So familiar. Any other flavors going in here, Bertrand?
Yes. So we've got lemon leaves.
Drani moli.
Drani moli.
It's got a beautiful, fragrant lemon flavor. Bertrand's using it to infuse flavor through the fruit.
It's funny because we went to the markets and we couldn't find it. And you know what everyone said? Look at the back of your house because it's grown at the back of our houses.
They chase away the mosquitoes in Samoa.
Oh, right.
Yeah, that's why everyone plants inside their houses.
And you've also got lemongrass in there, and that grows everywhere on the islands as well.
Exactly. So it just gives it that zesty tang as well. All right, our honey is nice and brown. Great. Then we're gonna add the pineapple to it so it caramelizes.
There you go, Bertie.
Thank you.
Smells so good.
So just give it a toss. This sauce does not need to stay on heat too long. All we're doing is just... You couldn't wait, just like 5 more minutes.
No worries.
You think that color's all right?
Yeah, looks great.
All right, cool. So we're gonna turn this off. And as you can see, our mangoes are very, very soft. All we wanna do is just warm it through.
Oh, that looks awesome.
All right,
Yeah,
and then there's
colours.
one secret ingredient.
Okay.
My favorite vanilla essence in the world. Heilala.
From?
Kingdom
of Tonga.
Tonga. It's the only essence I use.
Yes, Heilala vanilla, the best in the Pacific, made in Tonga, in the islands of Vanuatu, the pearl of Tonga.
You want to add the vanilla essence after the cooking process, because if you do add vanilla during the cooking process, it sort of dies. So just towards the end.
Wow, look at that. Isn't that gorgeous?
Nice.
Wow.
All right, and then we'll pull out the magic cake. Whew.
You're going to give us a magic plate flip.
We're gonna try and aim it on the plate and not the floor. I'm actually pretty scared about this. 1, 2. Okay, set. Yellow. Be very careful when you're taking this out. Okay.
Oh. What a beautiful island cake.
Yes.
Really.
Oh, it smells yummy.
Yummy, yummy.
You can almost taste the ingredients on your tongue.
All right, and then we're gonna dress it with our fruits. Now, guys, you can't eat the lemongrass, so make sure you take it out, okay?
Bertrand.
I can smell the vanilla essence from here, man.
Thank you, Tonga.
Fruit cake. Fijian Christmas cake.
Oh, is this Fijian?
Yeah.
Yes, Fijian. It's Samoan. Does this belong to Tonga?
Yeah, we provided the vanilla.
And how about Vanuatu?
We'll provide a plate.
So, I think it belongs to you all.
Pacific. Thank you.
Come on up.
Can't wait. No sugar, no flour, just fruits and cassava.
All right, let's get into it.
Lovely, Bertrand. It smells amazing.
Mango.
The taste is just there.
Yeah.
You know, you still get the sweetness, the natural sugar of everything. It's just nice. Hats off to Bertrand, huh?
You just made Fiji proud.
Oh, it's a
You can taste the ripe plantain and bite into the cassava. Yeah, it just holds all together. It's a wonderful idea of a Christmas cake.
Yes.
We should tell the world about this because it's a beautiful
Exactly,
cake.
you are right now.
Christmas cake, huh?
I was just asked how much is one other piece.
Oh man, the cake tastes amazing. I don't know how it's gonna make the next one better.
Good on you, Bertrand. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Bertrand.
One more to go, but a big clap for Bertrand right now.
How can he outdo the fun we just had, man? It's mind-blowing, so we'll see what we get next.
Bertie, what's next?
All right, guys, so the next thing I'm gonna be making is my version of the island-style banoffee.
With banoffee.
Banoffee.
I want to see what a banoffee is. Banoffee.
Banoffee.
A banoffee is egg anglaise filled with toffee, bananas, and then it's baked, and it's normally served chilled. Now, we're gonna make our crust first. We're gonna have 125 grams of room temperature butter.
Okay.
Half a cup of raw sugar. Give this a whisk. So we just cream in the butter and sugar. And once it's nice and pale, then we're gonna add our egg. So a whole egg goes in. This just helps with the creaming method and just dissolves the sugar. Make sure that your sugar is completely dissolved. All right, next we're going to add a cup of coconut flour.
Coconut flour?
Now, coconut flour is very good for people that suffer from celiac or people that don't like too much flour in their diets. It also adds flavor to your dish.
And fiber, I should imagine.
Yes.
So it's a gluten-free pastry crust.
Exactly. And this one sells like hotcakes.
I'm impressed. A lot of tourists nowadays, they're gluten-free, celiac, or they're diabetic. All the hotels and resorts will want to steal it.
Yeah. And half a cup of corn flour, 15 grams or 1 tablespoon of baking powder, and a pinch of salt. So then we're just gonna mix this through. So it's short crust, so you don't want to knead it too much. Just when the dough comes together, that's good enough. Throw a little bit more
Coconut flour,
coconut
right?
flour, and then just gently roll it out. So just hold the dough, and then you just want to flip it over. Push the dough down. There's enough butter in the dough for it to release from the tin, so this is fine as is.
Okay, great.
Cool. And then you just want to line the mold with extra bits.
So you just work it in with your hands.
Yeah, exactly. Press it around the mold until every space is filled.
A lot of people get really anxious around pastry, don't they? Because it often comes out so bad if you don't chill it enough or if you overwork it. I like this because it's a little bit foolproof.
I'm making it simple for you all. You'll be a pastry chef in no time. So we're gonna let this chill for about 10 minutes, and then we're gonna blind bake it.
Blind baking, we've only ever heard of it, but never used before.
Blind baking is adding weights on your dough, rice, chickpeas, beans, anything that would not burn in the oven. So that when you do bake it, it cooks the inside and it doesn't move. All right, so we're gonna pop this in the oven at 180 degrees for 15 minutes and then take the weights out and then cook it for another 10. The next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna be making our coconut custard and our vakalolo sauce at the same time. So we'll start off with our vakalolo. So you're gonna add half a cup of brown sugar in here.
Raw sugar?
All right. And guys, you wanna have this on low heat because if it's too high, it's just gonna burn the sugar. So while that's on heat, we're gonna squeeze some fresh grated coconut for the caramel sauce and coconut custard.
Great.
For this recipe, we probably need about 3 cups of coconut cream. All right, this looks about done. Okay, so the next step, we're gonna make a coconut custard. In a small pot, we're going to add 1 cup of coconut cream. 1 cup of fresh grated coconut and half a cup of brown sugar. The coconut cream, the fresh coconut and the sugar goes on low heat. We're gonna bring that up to boil. Once the sugar is dissolved, then we're gonna add half a cup of corn flour and 1 cup of coconut cream. Give this a nice whisk. Then we're gonna gradually add the corn flour and the cream to this so that it thickens.
So it's a custard?
Yes. And we also want to use a little bit of salt. When using coconut cream, the salt just brings out the flavor in it.
The nut flavor.
Exactly.
Yeah.
All right, so it's coming together. It's rather thick now.
Man.
And guess what's gonna go in it? Hey Lala, vanilla essence.
The kingdom is on the house.
Awesome. So that's done.
Bertie, this is getting close to...
All right, it's very, very important that we almost bring our vakalolo sauce to burning point because that brings the flavor in.
The smoky flavor.
That smoky flavor.
Right.
We're gonna add the coconut cream into the sugar now. Very, very slowly.
You know that sound, right?
Yes.
The coconut custard followed by that syrup. You can imagine what it tastes like. Yum. Beautiful.
Sweet. Now to assemble.
Great.
First goes in our coconut custard.
With all the texture of the grated coconut.
That's the one. Then we're going to add our bananas. This one needs about 6 bananas. I like to keep mine whole so that when you bite into it, you can actually see the whole banana. All right, we're gonna zest coco Samoa in there.
Okay, so you know this, eh?
Yes, coco
I mean,
Samoa.
obviously Samoa knows coco Samoa. But this is really beautiful coco Samoa. It's from Women in Business Development. Oh my God, the chocolate smell is unbelievable.
Yes. Got it, man.
When I see it, I had a coco salmon and said, whoa, that's the only best flavor on the whole cake.
Perfect.
Because it's from Samoa.
From Samoa anyway.
Enough. Woo. Then we're just gonna add a little bit of sugar and then gently toss that around. If you haven't tried coco Samoa, it's pretty bitter because it's raw. And with this pie, you'll taste the bitter sweetness of the cocoa. So we're gonna neatly arrange this on top of our coconut custard. Then we're gonna put our vakalolo sauce
Oh,
over.
let's do it.
Do you want to do it?
If you want me to. Just over the whole lot?
Just over it.
Wow, that is good stuff. Man, that is it.
All right, then into the oven. 20 minutes on a low heat, 160 degrees.
Okay.
And here's one that I prepared earlier.
Magic.
Wow. Yes.
You want to make sure that you keep it in the fridge for about an hour, hour and a half, so that it sets, and then gently remove it from the flame.
Lovely. Can I put a little more of it?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
A bit more coco Samoa.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
more coco Samoa.
More.
Beautiful,
Beauty.
man.
All right, guys, come on up.
That looks good. Ooh.
Looks rich. Seeing the custard, the crust, the banana and the toffee, it looks really tasty.
See how it's different with the whole bananas instead of sliced bananas?
Yes, it's lovely.
I just can't wait.
Yeah, can't wait.
Ask for a piece.
It's beautiful.
Yeah?
Yeah. Got that flavor, most of the banana and the coco Samoa flavor.
Coco Samoa all the way.
Samoa, yeah, always.
It's so good. I mean, the creaminess of the coconut custard, the banana, they match really well. And the pie crust is like so good.
Oh yeah, no words to describe this. This is amazing. Yeah.
And if you come to think of it, it's gluten-free and dairy-free.
It was too good, I finished everything.
You took it in one breath.
This is good, man. Huh?
Mouth-watering.
Mouth-watering, yeah.
And thank you to Samoa for giving salmon coco.
Yes.
But the most beautiful thing I can taste is the vanilla.
Oh, yeah. Vanilla.
Guys, did you think about this? We've got one ingredient from all our countries in this pie.
Very smart.
Vanilla essence, coco Samoa, coconut oil, and coconuts. From Pacific on a plate.
Truly Pacific.
Kau ne tamasi lele ya pito I hene whakakaukau pea mo e ne ngahi ilo o tāna ki kotoa ke ngahi mea kai o Pasifiki ke mau ke whai aki a hono teke o kuki.
I just want to thank our brother from Fiji, Mr. Bertrand Jang, for his awesome knowledge and enthusiasm and pie.
Just give a big clap for Bertie.
Okay.
Thank you, Bertrand.
Oh, this man is a real top chef.
Yep, hats off to him. He has so much talent. He knows what he's doing. He knows what he's talking about, and a real innovator in bringing Pacific food to the world.
It was my pleasure cooking for you guys today, and I wish you the utmost best of luck in the competition. Naka.
Naka.
We feel inspired. Fijian boy,
Yeah.
making waves and doing this kind of stuff with desserts.
We're really proud.
We're really proud. It gives us confidence also. We can do this. We feel inspired for the next challenge.
So, I'm sure today has given you some new ideas, almost like a new way of thinking about our regular everyday foods.
Man, what a great day,
Yeah.
Eating, tasting,
We're spoiled.
learning at the same time.
We spoiled that day.
Yeah, man.
And I hope it's going to help you moving forward because now it's really up to you.
You know, it's a great day, an enrichment of our knowledge and skills to help us in our own cooking. That's a big gift for us.
Enjoy your rest because things are going to be very different the next time you're in here. Hate to break up the family, but one team will be going home. But for now, it's all about cake.
Now, time to be serious.
We got this, man.
We are so inspired after today's session.
My brain is loaded now. Hope that makes a difference tomorrow.
We're ready? Let's go, Vanuatu.
Yeah, bro.
Team Samoa.
Fijian foodies.
Fijian foodies.
We represent Tonga. God willing, may the best team win.